Well, hey guys, Lisa Kelson, thanks for becoming a member. That is really nice. I had a rough day and I only have about an hour, which is fine. I wasn't going to stream at all. I re-injured myself and I have no I want to cuss really bad and I'm not going to idea why that is other than um I do a lot of Zoom calls during the day for my other job. And all I can think of is some of those calls are 4 to 5 hours a day. And today and the Zoom call on Sunday with everyone from the group, I put my computer in my living room. I don't do it in here. And I have it on my coffee table and I'm sitting on my couch from it and I'm leaned over on my knees. And I did that for about 4.5 hours today. And then I went to walk my dogs and it happened during my walk, which is bizarre, but I am in so much pain. This time it's over here, like it's on this side of me. And any kind of pain in your head, upper body area, like tooth pain, headache, earache, makes you insane. And I took a prednisone when I got home. This was probably 3 hours ago now. And I laid down for like an hour. I can't move. Like I couldn't do anything. It was worse than the first time. And I just got up probably 15 minutes ago when I set up the stream. And I was like, okay, I can actually like, the prednisone seems to have worked a little bit. So I thought I'm going to hop on and talk to people. I want to. I would have put up a post that said I'm not doing a stream tonight. I'm just not going to stream for a long time. I'm going to stream for about an hour. Denise says, why are you here? Well, because I don't know if it's because I'm an ex-Scientologist, but I don't know about you guys. Like when I had my jobs, when I worked at my other jobs in Kansas City, I would get recognition for never calling in sick or taking a day off. So I don't know if that's like, I just don't think it's necessary to like, I can't do anything else. That's how I always used to look at it. I'm like, might as well go to work. Like I'm not that sick. I used to feel that way all the time. So that's just where I'm at. Don't worry. I'm not going to do a 2-hour stream tonight. So I just wanted to come on and say, oh, Liz has an earache. Oh, Liz, I'm sorry. That's horrible. Heading to urgent care when I get home. I feel your pain. Yeah, head pain is the absolute worst. Hey, Mary Barons. Joel Sachs says, why aren't you in bed resting? Like if this was going to be an 8-hour deal, I wouldn't do it. I'd say I got to take like 2 hours off. I got to go home a little bit early. I wouldn't push myself. Yeah, Debbie Zito, I should. But I'm just hopping on to talk with my friends for an hour. And quite honestly, that always makes me feel better. Thank you, Alana. Hey, love it. Hey, Jessamine. Hey, Holly Day. Anna Banana. Thank you, mods, for being here. So guys, I wouldn't do it if I didn't feel like I could do it. And again, the prednisone made me feel a little bit hopeful. I was like, oh, sinus tract infection, just got home from work. Oh man. Thanks, Renee B. West Coast Fancy Nancy. I'm so sorry. That's awful. This is not a good time of year either. It's almost November. I used to always get bronchitis in November. I don't anymore. Hey, DNB. Audra in Denver, welcome. It's weird. I don't know what to do about this. And I started to panic. When it happened, I went into my mom's house and I was like, I can't move. Like I almost thought I couldn't drive home. I was trying to drive and I was like, oh, this is bad. I was like assessing it and I was like, this is really bad. This is way worse than a week ago. And I thought, is there something wrong? You know, I'm such a hypochondriac. And I immediately was like, do I have some kind of a, I don't know, debilitating disease or something. But then I got home and I called Tommy for just a second and I told him and I was like, dude, I really hurt myself. And he goes, weren't you like hunched over on your Zoom call like you were on Sunday? And I said, oh yeah. And he said, you probably, love you, Denise. He said, you probably need to figure out like a better desk situation or so I may have to start doing my Zoom calls in here, honestly, like where I'm sitting at a desk. Oh, so yeah, Buffy. So true, Melissa. You traded bronchitis in November for allergies all year. Yeah, Lisa, he is. And it really calmed me down because I was like, what if something's really wrong? Hey, Erica, I thought, oh my gosh. Hey, Jane Aldrich. So I think it's okay. I did call and make an appointment next week with my regular doctor for some blood work, just a follow up from the pancreatitis and my diabetes. So I'm going to talk to him about this and just be like, hey, dude, I don't think I should be self dosing prednisone all the time like this. All the time. It's twice. I think it's going to be whatever his recommendation is. Hey, Just Jones. Anyway, we don't need to make it all about that. I love that. Thank you, Joel Sachs. Susan Cook. That's really nice, Joel. Thank you for the super chat. And thanks for being here. I miss seeing you. I know I go live at weird hours, but I'm glad that you made it. And I really appreciate that. Thank you. Try a heating pad with your feet up. So Nancy, so here's the other weird thing. Speaking of heating pads, self-care has not gone doing, babe. Luckily I washed my hair today before this happened. Thank God. I didn't even think of that. Doing a show for an hour to me is not self-care. I laid down immediately. Speaking of heating pads, this is weird. So I sleep on a heating pad 365 days a year. I'm just addicted to it. Jeff used to be like, that's really bad for you and it's bizarre. And I'm like, no, it's not. I also eat soup in the hot months. I just hurt myself again, Angel K, doing absolutely nothing. I guess that's what happens when you're 40. So same thing with soup. I don't wait for soup season. I eat soup all year long. I sleep. See, Nancy does it. I sleep can actually cause temporary diabetes or exacerbate. Oh, I knew that. I'm well aware of that. Talk to a doc about alternate insulin. Yeah. Thank you. And yes, you are a nurse. I knew that. I'm well aware of that with prednisone. It just, when I injured myself last week, Alana, it really helped. But here's the thing, Alana, I took it for 3 days and it's the lowest dose available, prednisone. So it's an extremely low dose and I did it for 3 days. So I know that. But my doctor also told me, my Kansas City doctor said prednisone is only bad for diabetics if you're on it for like a longer amount of time. The highest I've ever taken it is for 5 days. So I'm not there. Oh, fuck. It's like I feel stuff shifting too. It's weird. I feel like tiny little bones popping. It's weird. Anyway, the point is, Jeff used to be like, that's really bad for you. And I was like, really? Because so are naked houses, dude. Like I'll take my chances with a heating pad. I'd rather have the heating pad than syphilis. Stop it. So the thing I'm trying to say, yeah, I need to change it up when I do my Zoom. See, I'm doing it right now. I like hunch over and lean. Okay, Reese. All right, let's see if that helps. So, so this heating pad, I always turn it up as high as it goes. It's starting to stink. And I don't mean like because I stink and it smells like sweat or something like that. I mean, it's starting to lay down during the stream. That's a good idea. It's starting to smell like it's burning. It smells like burn. Yes, I think, well, actually it's not 1 milligram. It's 0.5 milligrams, Alana. It's 0.5. So it's not even 1 milligram. Baby steps. Yeah, Holiday. I knew that because my mom has had to take it. Yeah, but Angel K, you're really cute. Yeah, like it's burning. It stinks. It smells weird. Time for a new one? I don't want to. Get a new heating pad? Oh. I'm out and about, so we won't be active in chat, but I would recommend a stand sit desk for you. Tommy said the same thing to me, Baby Steps. Thank you for that, babe, and I love you. And have fun out and about. And also thank you for your super chat. That was very kind. I don't want to get a new one. I just want to complain. I wasn't. You know how I always tell you guys, like, don't complain without a solution? That's just shit. I was lying. I just want to complain. I don't want to solve anything. Oh my God. I had one burn my mattress before. Sweet Jesus. Okay, fine. If your heating pad is starting to smell burned, I wouldn't use it anymore. There may be a short somewhere. Yeah, so I laid down earlier, and I turned this thing up. God, am I, like, addicted to that stuff? Remember my crock pot blew up last month? Literally, like, fire shot up in the air and it burned the countertop. Is that Satan? Is Satan actually walking in on me going, "I'm Mr. Heat Miser." I didn't know who that was. Do you guys know who I'm talking about, that song? Uh, I always was lurking, not a big commenter. I can tell when you and Tommy are in a good place. You both radiate joy. Do and be better. What a nice thing to say. That is so kind. Thank you. Lisa Gelson. Do you guys, yeah, I'm Mr. Snow. I'm Mr. Ice, whatever. I have never seen that. I was born in 84. Apparently that's from like the early 1700s. Well, when I talk to Tommy at night, or if he calls me in the morning, I'm always in my bed. That dude sleeps like 2 hours a night. I try to get more than that. And I'm laying when he calls, and my hair always looks like this. Always. Like it stands straight up. And I didn't know what he was doing. And I'd pick up the phone and I'd go, "Hey," and he'd go, "I'm Mr. Heat Miser." And I was like, "What does that mean?" And I YouTubed it, and I do look like that guy. And then the other day I was talking to Tommy and Johnny walked by and he goes, "Hey, look at her, look at her." And Johnny went, "Oh my God, it's Mr. Heat Miser." And I was like, wow, that actually is a thing. Now you have to remember, those two gentlemen are 50 years older than me. So they know what that is. I didn't know. I guess it's from like a Christmas movie or something, like a claymation thing. Remember when they did that in the 1700s? I never saw it because it was, yeah. Hey, Martin, Susan Cook for steroids because you only do a little. Oh, I like that. Thank you for paying me for something like that. That's kind of neat. I think we should start a little something. Here, take some money for steroids. Thanks, Susan Cook. Susan Cook always makes you feel better in the silliest of ways. Thank you, babe. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, Abundantly Empowered. Yeah, the year without a Santa Claus. Well, it's really interesting. I actually might take a picture of myself and then show you. It does look like it. My hair does this when I lay back on a pillow, like it goes straight up, and I have this like long thing. And watch yourself, youngin. Thanks for making me feel old. Yeah, I was born in 84, guys, so I'm just a youngster. I'm just in my 20s. Hey, look. I remember Heat Miser and the cold opposite. Yeah. Well, hey, by the way, see, I know you're here. You just never talk. And we love you. And I hope you got my email. Thank you. Yeah, I went and watched them both. And it was like, I'm Mr. Ice something Christmas. I don't really know. I'm guessing you don't have DoorDash? Lord, no. Probably not. I mean, I don't know. I've never used it, but I'm guessing no. Holiday out in the middle of nowhere. The year I graduated from high school. Yeah, see? Yeah. Yeah, we're just a couple of youngsters out here born in the 80s, really young, really young. But for those that know the Heat Miser song, again, that was, I'm telling you, like Tommy is 40 years older than me, my senior. So, yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad. And thank you. You shocked the absolute living lights out of me. Thank you, DNV. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the damn heating pad. Okay, so I woke up. Did I have a point to today? I'm trying to think if I actually had a topic. I don't think I do, but we'll just move on with ourselves. Just carry on with life is all you can do and hope that your body doesn't break into a million pieces. So I wake up from this like 30-minute nap. I took the prednisone, I laid down, I flipped on my heating pad like I always do, and the smell woke me up. It was that fragrant. I was like, damn, that stinks. It smells like Satan. Like if Satan had a smell, I'm pretty sure that's what he would smell like. It was like Mr. Heat Miser. Yeah. Is that a top you got at the flea market with me? Angie Mo, it looks like one of them. I got this one at they had a bunch of short sleeve sweatshirts. You guys know I love vintage short sleeve sweatshirts. They are hard to find, okay? I found this at a, seems dangerous, says Sandy Wandy, and it smelled like Satan. I found this at a, not a thrift store. I found this in an antique store that just had a little thing of clothing, and it's really tight. It's tight across the tum. It's a little snug, but it is super old. Please don't use that heating pad again. Okay, well, what am I supposed to do? I need a new one. And I live so far out in the middle of nowhere, Amazon takes a week. I'm kind of pissed that I have Amazon Prime because it takes 7 days to get my shit. You guys remember living in the city? I remember living in the city and stuff would get delivered the same day. I would order something and it would be like, we can get that there by 2 o'clock, lady. And I was like, what a time to be alive. It's the future, I tell you. And then I moved out here into 1902 and you can't get anything for a week. And then by the time you get it, it's broken and soggy and old. It's been used by like 10 different people. Like a whole bunch of people used it and repackaged it. And they're like, oh, here's your stuff. And I'm like, oh, thanks. Yeah, it's rough. I want you to feel sorry for me is what I'm trying to say. Oh, by the way, I didn't feel like drinking water, so I found this in the back of the fridge. Hey, Marissa Martin. Okay, Lisa Kelson, I don't really know why you feel the need to rub it in. I ordered Craig a new pair of work pants this morning and they were just delivered. See what I mean? It's depressing. Tell Craig congratulations and be thankful that you don't live in 1902. Drive into town tomorrow, drive-in fan? Are you nuts? Guess what I have to do tomorrow? That's the other thing. This is going to be tough. Joanne Hawley is an angel, by the way, and she's everything but the wings. Put this toward a new heating pad. I don't want that thing catching fire. Well, the worst thing I'm worried about is my hair. Can you imagine if my hair burned off? What would I look like? I like my hair. It's one of my only features that I like. I mean, not today. I look like Devon Sawa, that kid from the movie Casper. Like I have his hair right now. But sometimes I can really style this up and look feminine even. Thank you so much, Joanne Hawley. Hey, Rachel Sandy, that was very kind of you. Thank you for the super chat. I will put it toward a new damn heating pad. Guess what I have to do tomorrow? I don't know if my mom has one. She's probably using it. I know she's using it. My mom showed me her incision today, and I was like, that's probably what caused my neck to go into a spasm. She was like, look at my incision. I was like, where do you get this drama from? That's the grossest thing I've ever seen. I have to go with my stepdad tomorrow in the afternoon and take her 2 Great Pyrenees dogs to the vet. How am I going to do that? They're each like 140 pounds. She was like, you'll just love to take rides. She was like, just put them in the back of the Jeep, put their leashes on. And she's like, and they're going to dislocate your whole body when they jump out of the Jeep. And she was like, you'll have to get new arm sockets by the time it's over, and rearrange your shoulder and rotator cuff. But she was like, just help Jim get him to the vet, would you? I was like, oh, yeah, absolutely. I definitely can pencil that in. Why not? Not 1, but 2. 2 murdering, psychotic Great Pyrenees farm dogs we have to put into the Jeep and drive to the vet tomorrow. And I have to put leashes on them and take them to the vet. Abundantly Empowered. I washed my hair today. Why does it not look like it? I washed it. They are very attractive dogs. They're beautiful dogs. I don't think they like me at all. Yeah, Nancy, then I can show my mom my incisions from when I get my arms put back on. If your hair burned off, you could use your knitted strawberry scarf on your head. That's smart, Melissa. I never thought of that. Would you rather be chased with vegetables? Take Hux with you. He'll be in school. He can miss a day of school instead of you dislocating your arms. I mean, that's a good point. Does school even count out here in the middle of nowhere? I don't know. Hey, Shooting the Bits. Cute name. I'm serious. I can't, like, it's all right here. How am I going to do this? And you think I'm kidding, they're murderers. They're not both murderers, one of them is, but he has anybody ever heard of a feral dog? He's feral. I've never heard of a feral dog. I don't think you're gonna wanna hear this story, but you know what? Sometimes the Lord works in mysterious ways and talks through me, and I'm gonna tell the story. It murders things, okay? It killed hey, Timar, not 1, not 2, but 3 that we know of, baby deer. It kills deer. It comes home, hey, rocks in a box almost daily, covered in blood. This dog comes home with like giant legs, like dinosaur legs from things, and it just drags it. Yeah, they did. They tried to kill Finn. It will sit there at the top of the hill, covered in blood. Oh, yeah, it kills things. And it'll have like cow legs. It'll have, yeah, it kills beavers. It kills like rodents, but like not small. Like one time I saw it with a big giant gopher. This thing like kills things. And it's weird because it gets fed, but I've never heard of a feral, feral cats. This is a feral dog. He's friendly. You can go up and pet him. I mean, he's not friendly to other animals really. Like if he has a kill and Bo comes up there and gets anywhere near, he will just pure teeth and he'll just like say, back off, dude. Um, I went up to him the other day. He growled and showed a little bit of a tooth to Gertie, and I was wearing my Uggs, and I said, I will kick you in the face, cut your head off, and put it on my wall. Oh, speaking of, I hear you, but I don't have a neck to turn. Can I pick you up, please? If that thing showed any kind of aggression toward Gertie, I'm going to do to that thing what it did to those baby deer. And I'm going to do it Hannibal Lecter style. I'm going to tear that thing to shreds with my own canines. Oh, wow. Oh, my fucking neck is broken. I can't fully look at you. I can't fully look at you. I'm not kidding, guys. It's a dog, says Just Joan. I've never heard of such a thing. I have never heard of such a thing. Well, he's never shown aggression toward a person. But so they're also, I didn't know this, he's a livestock guardian dog. They're trained to take out intruders, especially other animals. So I was just going to say, they're nocturnal. I didn't know that. Great Pyrenees are nocturnal. They are built for that. Like they are meant to protect their farm. Are you taking him into a building tomorrow with other dogs and cats? I am, but I've done that before. I've gone with him to the vet before, and he's super fun. He's fine in those kinds of settings because he doesn't have a kill. If he has one of his kills, that's when he's like, back off. Otherwise, I've never seen him be aggressive. But he could be aggressive to humans, but there's no humans up there. I mean, there's nobody. He just has the farm. But what was I saying? Oh, spooky pook. What was I going to say? I can't remember. Really, I couldn't tell you a thing. Nocturnal. So it's always in the morning. He will come back from like a hunt. I don't know where this dude goes. Hey, cat. Armina, I love you, girl. Thank you. He's trained and it's in his blood. But yes, you have to watch Gertie because she loves challenging. She does. And I would take it apart. I would take that thing apart. The other one, though, his name is Bo. The other one is like super domesticated, super domesticated. He's like friendly. He's scared of everything. He's scared of rain, wind, thunder, just like my Bo. He's super friendly. This one though, they rescued him from like a really bad situation and he had like a huge chain around his neck. And I'm so glad my mom rescued him. And I'm not afraid of him. I mean, I go up to him all the time and pet him. But I've never heard, the point is, I've never heard of a, oh, wow. He's never killed another dog that I know of, but he kills wildlife. Like, he'll kill gophers and rabbits, and it's weird. Hey, Leo, welcome in. Dawn suggested me. Well, welcome in. I just think that's strange. I've never heard of that. And when my sister told me that he butchered 2, it was twin, baby deer, I was like, "That's enough. I don't ever wanna know anything ever again that happens in life." And then he did it again this year, he killed a baby deer, and I was like, "That's wild. I've never heard of such a thing." And since we're just sitting here and I have no topic, I thought I would share that awful news. Speaking of, my mom's dog cat, she has 2 dogs and they protect the farm. They're her, you know, from I mean, they're supposed to my mom has sheep and donkey and horses. Well, hey, Rena, good to see you, girl. I love her. And then, of course, a ton of cattle. So they do protect them from, coyotes and stuff. They're doing what they're supposed to do. I just think that's strange. It's very odd, and it freaks me out. And then tomorrow, I have to put leashes on them and take them to a vet. What was that? Speaking of awful news, I know it's weird to kill a baby deer. Hey, Miss Sassafras. I mean, it's disgusting. It's satanic. I hate it, but it's odd. Again, and I don't know why that's so odd. You've got feral cats, cats that are just like crazy wild and they just, they live their life out there, but I've never really known of like a feral dog like that. He's never been a human, not that I know of, not that my mom knows of. He's never hurt anybody else's pet, but he kills wildlife. Can you let Huxley go? Sandra, I can't because he'll be in school. I'm just hoping maybe I'll feel better by tomorrow. Probably not. Probably not. We'll have to see what. Well, hey, Peggy Collins. Oh my God. I was just gonna say, Peggy, I hope you had a great birthday. I'm sorry I took a prednisone and didn't think about it. Can I blame it on the prednisone or just my memory? It's Shelly's birthday today, and I feel awful. We've been talking about it all day. I've texted her. We've been in the group, and of course, I just come here and don't say it. I've got no excuses. I tried to blame it on the prednisone, but now that I think about it, I don't think that affects your memory at all. I love you, Shelly, and if you're in here, I wish you a happy birthday. And I understand if you don't want to work here anymore. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't. I would leave. I would just go. Do they know that the dog is doing the killing? Could he be taking the killings from coyotes? Oh, for sure. For sure. He's probably so like when he brings back giant cow legs, he's not killing a cow. There's a cow that's dead somewhere from the coyotes that killed it, and he's bringing back that. But he does kill stuff. He definitely kills stuff. Is Shelly even in here? Let's hope she's not, honestly. Like, let's hope she's just like celebrating without me being an awful friend. I can't look down at you, but what are your thoughts? Do you have any thoughts? Buffy wants to know if you okay, she has the night off. Thank God. Okay. Probably best. And let's hope she doesn't come in here or catch the replay. But happy birthday to Shelly. I love her very much, and that doesn't change anything. But I understand if she doesn't want to speak to me ever again. No, that's Shelly Kelly, West Coast Fancy Nancy. Is there anything else I need to catch up on? Was there anything else I needed to say? Okay, yeah, I think there was. I did have a tiny bit of a tiny bit, just a little bit of a. Let me grab my phone. I took notes today before I injured myself. Oh my God, somebody sent me a friend request that I haven't seen in like 10 years. Isn't that weird when that happens? God, that's wild. And then it's like, let me ask you this. This is odd, but like, I wish I could find the reel. I sent it to myself, I'm pretty sure, but do we have time to find it? Probably not. What if you just like, do you guys get, I'm starting to feel this weird feeling. Harriet, let's see the Whoville pause. Oh, Robin Miners, I love you. Thank you for the super chat. Well, it's quite a bit. Let's see if we can do it, Robin. Oh wow, look at the Whoville. Look at it, Robin. Look at it. Look at that. Look at the extra hairs on top of the paws. That's a lot of extra for a footy paw, girl. That's a lot of extra. Hey, Laura Dupree. Hey, Philip Wright. We were talking about you last night. I have a question before we go into it. Do you guys ever you know what I mean by this? And I'm about to just be real about it, and I don't see why not. Do you ever run into someone or I hurt myself again? Yes. Hey, Dark Roast. No, I haven't, but it sounds interesting. Hey, DS, Katie, Diane. Hey, Katie did it. Do you guys ever, yeah, Robin. Aw, thank you, West Coast Fancy Nancy. West Coast Fancy Nancy gave you $2 also to show your footy paws, to show the footy hairs, the hairs on the paws. It's a lot of extra, girl. Thank you, Nancy. Do you guys ever run into someone? This is going to sound rude because it is. Do you ever run into someone and they're like, "Oh my God, I haven't seen you in forever." And you're like, "Yeah." And you never really cared in the first, like you were indifferent about them or you didn't like them. But like if you were just kind of like, meh. And they're like, "We should get together. Like we should exchange phone numbers and like do stuff." Hey, Viggy Cat, do you ever sometimes just want to be like, "Yeah, we don't need to do that." Like I wasn't really into you then. There like wasn't a spark then. I don't really want to do it now. And then you feel obligated because you had so much bull baiting and TRs and you were in Scientology. And so you can't stand up for yourself or have any kind of a boundary. So you're like, "Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Here's my phone number." And then you end up talking to them for years and you're just miserable and you've never said anything to them. You've gone to all these Thanksgiving parties and no. Um, yeah, it's awkward. Hey, Sierra Terry. Thank you, Sierra Terry. Love you, girl. Yeah, feel better to Liz and Nancy for sure. Thank you. Hey, Linda. Yeah, I don't, how do you deal with that? And I'm not, it just reminded me because of a reel I saw, not because that lady's friend requested me. You can friend request me because that doesn't mean we're going to hang out, right? But it is awkward when you do see someone and they're like, "We should totally get together." And it's like, why? Because we met once 25 years ago. I mean, I'm not that old. I'm just guessing. I have not attended any of my high school reunions because that, yeah, yes, turn and go in the other direction. No, it wasn't from a Scientologist, West Coast Fancy Nancy. Uh, happened at a classmate's funeral recently. It's like, do you ever just want to be honest though when that happens and be like, are you lonely? I didn't really feel like we needed to hang out when we met 15 years ago. Like I don't really want to hang out now. I didn't want to hang out with you then. And I don't mean that to be mean. It is mean, right? I mean, it's definitely mean. But at the same time, it's kind of like, why? Because we met once or we worked together like for a year. Like, I don't know that we have to do this. Did you see that meme I showed you once? And it was like some guy came up and goes, "Hello." And you go, "Yeah, this is like 3 years worth of potential trauma. I'm just going to walk away." It's the same thing. Just end it with "take care." Did I have that reel? Because it is so hilarious. I wonder if I do. I probably don't. And honestly, I wouldn't even know where it is. But it was this girl, like, let me just see if I recognize it. I'll be mad at myself if I didn't send it to myself because it was really funny. But there's a chance. Okay, well, we've gone back far enough. I guess I didn't. Well, that's incredibly depressing. What a missed opportunity. That's a shame. Why didn't I do it? No, I'm way too far back. She just was, it was like, what if we were honest kind of a thing? And it's so true. Like, she was like, "Yeah, we don't need to do this. Like, we don't need to do this. That's okay. I'm busy these days. I'll pass." Yeah, and it could be an empty gesture. Sandra says, no, Crafty Carrie says, "I'm sure people don't actually mean it." Well, here's the problem. Jill Turner, it's not mean. Have something like "nice idea, but honestly, I hardly see the friends I should see more often, but great to see you." That's a good way out, actually. Sometimes I think people say that just to be friendly. You're both walking away thinking, "Well, that will never happen." So dumb. Yeah, but here's the thing. Sometimes it really happens, Deb. So you got to be careful. Ice pack. Okay. Thank you, Pat Jonas. Hey, no one. It's very awkward, but that's happened to me several times where people will hold you to it. They don't, it's not an empty gesture. People will be like, "Have you tried that new restaurant? Let's meet there for lunch next week. What day are you open?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, no, I don't want to." Like, I don't know what you mean. I don't want to. I don't, I don't, I don't want to do anything anymore. Does anyone feel that way? Or is it just like I'm at the end of my rope because I broke my neck today and I wrote up a little bit of my obituary earlier. Like I just loosely wrote some things that I wanted to add to it. I wrote it back when I had COVID once and I thought I had a week to live. And now I'm just adding to it like the things that I would like to add just in case my time is up. Because being in this much pain, oh, I can turn it this way? Okay, I can go that way a little bit. Okay, I can go that way right now. The prednisone is kicked in. Okay, about there. Now I can't look down. Oh yeah, can't go further than that. Okay, I can go back further. Can't go down. Um, Armine says, me, I don't want to do anything with anyone. Alana says, I don't want to do anything either. Here's the thing. I'm learning this. There's so many things I want to say in such little amounts of time. Yeah, I wanna do things, but only with the people I wanna do them with. Is it just a politeness every person is afraid not to add at the end of a conversation? I'm just scared to speak up for myself, Philip Wright. I have to get over that. I was wondering if we could practice that, like, on the next stream. Maybe, like, all of you give me, like, a fake thing that you want me to do or cross a boundary, and then we can practice. Because honestly, it costs a lot of money to do that with a therapist, like, all the time. So I thought maybe we could do it, like practice, and then it would help everybody else too in turn. Um, I tell people don't plan my day. They usually think I'm kidding. I think was it Robin Miners in the Zoom? Somebody said that. Don't plan my day. Don't plan my day. The thing is, it's hard though to say that to someone. Thank you, Peggy Collins. I will, Lisa Kelson. I will. I'm such an introvert. I'm always happy when plans get canceled. Me too. And I have a hard time with boundaries. Better Call Daddy says, me too. Better Call Daddy. We're really working on that in here. So a lot's happened since you've been back. And boundaries have really thoroughly been crossed. And I'm having a hard time. She's snoring. I'm having a hard time. Hey, Kevin Conklin. Thank you, my friend. I will. Cool picture today, by the way. Um, I don't. First off, I want to say this, and this is serious and real. I don't know if Robin Williams said this. They say Robin Williams said this, but honestly, I don't know if he did. And it doesn't matter. Yes, Better Call Daddy. It doesn't matter who said this. This is so true. And it usually goes in one ear and out the other. You have to really be willing to listen to this because people are kind of selfish and they're thinking about themselves and they're just doing their own thing. But you really don't know what a person is going through. So you know how they say like be kind because you just don't know? I really want to say that. Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to. Just not tomorrow. I have to take the dogs to the vet, Darius. You really don't know what a person's going through. And I just want to say this to you because um, there's something going on. Yeah, Mary Barron's actually, I did. There's something going on in my life privately that nobody knows about. Not one person, not even my therapist. And I am seriously struggling with it. Hey, Rain. And I'm not saying this to make you feel bad. I'm not saying this to make you feel any kind of way. I can't share it. Actually, it's two things that I'm really, really struggling. Okay, Robin, I'm really struggling with. I don't know what to do about it. I'm kind of feeling at a loss about it. It's making me feel small. It's making me feel insignificant. It's making me struggle unlike I thought I would. I'm describing how it's making me feel, but I'm not saying what it is just because it makes me feel better saying these things out loud because I'm a verbal processor and talking about everything here is what really helps me. Hey, Henry's World Today. Yeah, it's a heavy burden. It's hard not to share. It is for me, Rena, because I share everything. It's making me feel I don't know how else to put it. Small and insignificant were the words I think. Like I just feel like I've shrunk down. Like I don't have any control. That's what it makes me feel like. And there are other people controlling me with like passive aggression. There's a lot of that going on. And like, you need to do this. And if you hadn't have been such a terrible mother, like this wouldn't have happened to you. Or like, if you hadn't have been in Scientology, this wouldn't have happened. Like, I'm getting weird. Yeah. Helpless time arc. Yeah, Rain, I just don't know. It's a really seriously heavy problem, and sharing it is like I'm just going to get a bunch of feedback that I already know. I already know what's like the issue, and my solution, like my there's a lot of solutions. Hey, Aileen, my solution to it is like I just want to move. I feel small here. I feel what am I trying to say? Remember when I said yesterday, I'm going to do what's best for me? I want to do what's best for me. And that in turn is Huxley as well and my animals. And this isn't it anymore. And I need to get away from this space. And I am having a lot of issues since moving here. And I can't really get into them, but like I need to untangle from it. I feel trapped at this point. And I did. I moved here like knowingly and I needed to. My point is, sounds like it might be an idea to talk with someone just to unload. For sure, baby steps. You're right. I know that. Um thank you for your super chat. Margie Bar, my therapist doesn't know the new happenings because I haven't had therapy since. My therapist knows the subject matter 100%. It's not anything like dangerous. It's not, I would love to share it. It's not anything I don't want you guys to know. A lot of people in the Zoom call probably have an idea of what I'm talking about, but there's some of it that no one knows. Absolutely no one knows. And I just want to say that thank you, Debbie. I'm not trying to get sympathy here, guys. I'm just saying you don't know what people are going through. You really don't. Like somebody could be really in pain. Somebody could have just experienced a loss. I don't have to say this to you. We don't have to make up scenarios. We know that, right? Um, I think you're an amazing person. Where you live now doesn't match your essence. Thank you, Renee B. It doesn't. And I just need to move on. It's time for me to move on. I think I would be much happier. I just don't fit in this place anymore. And I feel very much like I'm under the control in the situation I'm in. I feel like I don't have control of the situation I'm in. And not feeling that way is a horrible, um, there you go, Philip, is a horrible way to live now that I am where I am. Does that make sense? Like now that I know what I know, I can't unsee what I've seen. The Scientology coming out of like living my life for me, doing what's right for me, just things like that. Hey, Franklin, that's my point. And love you, Martin. Time arc, yes. Not just someone, but like it's more of like an entity. It's more of, yes, for sure. Yeah. Trust yourself. You know the problems and you know the options. You're a smart woman. Trust it. It's hard for you to trust anymore. Um, I have to create more options for myself. I have to like kind of out create the situation I'm in. It's nothing super serious. It's nothing dangerous. It's not, it's bad for my mental health. It's harming me mentally because I feel trapped. I feel trapped as a person. Yeah, Debbie. And so I feel like I'm at the mercy of the situation I'm in. And I will absolutely get myself out of it. I am not worried in the slightest. I will. I have no doubt. I'm not like loss of hope situation. I'm saying you just don't know what people are going through. I'm as public as I am. That's kind of the point I'm trying to make. I'm very public. I come on 2 hours a day, except today. I've got to end in a few minutes. And I talk, right? By the way, with this many people in here, please hit subscribe. It's important to me. I never cared before and I really care. Make sure you're subscribed. YouTube will unsubscribe you. Thank you, Alana. Oh, goodness. I wish I could look down, but I really can't. Vicky Cat, my mom will miss me. Well, she will, but I'll absolutely come back. that you can feel regain control. I'm not judging you in any way, I promise. Is moving out of the country the only way you feel you can regain control? Oh God, no. Moving anywhere. Like if I was going to move anywhere, I would feel probably more in control. This area just isn't a good area for me. It just isn't. It's just not. Um it's yeah, West Coast Fancy Nancy, it's just an awful feeling. And I know what I need to do. I know I'm going to get myself out of it. Like I said, guys, like I got out of Scientology, bad relationships, abuse, things like that, like we all have. I am a fighter through and through. I'm not like sitting here saying there's no hope for me. I just have to formulate a plan and follow through with it. I'm gonna do a lot of changes, make a lot of changes and take those steps. I just right now I broke my neck and I can't do anything. Hey, Nicola, you crave being around people. I do, Joan. And this is just extremely isolating for me in Huxley. It is very isolating living here. And it's been a year and a half now, and it's just kind of weighing on me more than before. But that's not even my problem. I have a very specific issue that I'm having, and I'm trying to find solutions to it. I don't know the solutions. Thank you, Rena. That is so nice. Sometimes being farther from family can be healthier and you can enjoy them when you visit. Oh, for sure. Well, here's the thing, guys. Don't be too, thank you, Martin. I lived away from my family living in Kansas City for 20 years. My family has been here in Tennessee and I've been in KC for 20 years. So it's not like, oh no, don't leave your family. I was never around them anyway. I came and visited and they came and visited me. Um, do you think you need to move somewhere where there's more life, less isolated? For sure. Yeah. Yes, for sure. Um, but I'm not sad about moving, guys. I didn't live, this is the first time I've lived anywhere near my family. And to be honest, I don't do as much with them as I thought I would. Everybody has their own life. You know, my sister's very busy. She's got little kids. Her and her husband both work. Like they have their own friends with kids. My mom is taking care of my dad, and I fit into that sometimes, but I don't have the closeness that you might think. And it's not a good thing or a bad thing. Are you a city gal? People just have their own lives to live. Yeah, I like the city, Linda. I like the city. And Huxley definitely needs a better school, says Rain Virus. And she's absolutely right about that. This just hasn't been a good fit for either one of us. It's beautiful here. Tennessee is the most beautiful place I've ever lived. It's absolutely gorgeous. Wow, Bigsy, that's amazing. You know, I'd love to visit Argentina. I have a good friend that's from Argentina, and I'd love to check it out. You want to find two things: a good deep tissue massage therapist, an advanced proficiency activator method chiropractor. I would also look at acupuncture. Interesting, Franklin. Okay. I can try to find those things. Hey, Rowdy. Yeah, I am live. What would moving now help the situation? It's yes, 100%, but I can't really explain why because that's has a lot to do with my issue. So, yes, I've been wanting to move for months. I've been putting away money to move for months. I've been trying to solve my issue and where do I want to move and things like that. But yes, yeah. And you guys don't know this. I have a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that you don't know about that I can't share. And so I definitely need to move for other reasons. You left once to find freedom. Now it's time to find happiness. I love that, Time Mark, regardless of who has an opinion about it. Time Mark, that is a really nice thing to say. Huxley and school come first. That shows what a great mom you are. Thank you, Linda. It's been a good spot to stop and regather your strength and on to the next challenge. I love that, Pat Jonas. Yeah, I'll never regret living here. Tennessee is absolutely beautiful. I've gotten to be close to my mom. I've gotten closer to her, spending more time with her. But this isn't for me. This area of the world is not for me. That school is not good for Hux. Like it's just not a good fit. So it's time for us to move on. And I will be happier coming back to visit versus living here. I visited Tennessee every year for the last 20 years. I would come here every summer with Huxley for a week. And so I'm I'm used to visiting and I love visiting. I just don't want to live here. There's just a difference. Everybody has a preference and that's all. It's not like I hate it here and I got to get out of here. It's just it's time for me to move on and I just have to figure that out. That's all. It's just simple. I have to figure it out. Um Looks like Gertie has heard this conversation for too many times. I know, but I can't turn my head down that way. I'm sorry, Punky. No, Kestrel, it's not I mean, he doesn't hate it, but it's just a bad situation. Huxley can kind of, hey, time traveler's chest. Huxley can adapt to a lot of things. He's very easygoing. You know, you guys know that. He's pretty chill. So that's, hey, Jojo, I'm thankful for that. I've always been thankful. Yeah, Rowdy, I hope you're okay. Joanne Holly, being so secluded is not great for the mental health either. And then add the other things you're dealing with. I definitely understand why you need to find the place that makes you and Hux happy. That's a really nice thing to say. And that's all there is to it. It's not anything like hush hush. There's not like any secrets going on. Honestly, the things that I'm dealing with, thank you for your super chat. That was very kind. The things that I'm dealing with, I can't share because it's not all just me. And if you notice, when I share private, personal things on this channel, it's because it's something that's just in my lane and it's me. Hey, always late. Like my Scientology stories. Of course, I'm talking about my father in them and things like that. But I don't want to include other people or use their voices with what's going on with me right now. I respect other people's privacy. That's all that's going on. It's not like I have some big thing that's, I can't tell you. It's not a secret. It's just, yes, time mark. It's just, I don't want to include other people without consent, their consent, and I don't have their consent. I don't not have their consent either. I just don't do that. I don't like to out people. I don't like to talk about other people's situations, other people's health, other people's business. I don't like doing that. I'm not into drama. I don't do that. So if it includes somebody else, I don't share as much. You may or may not have ever noticed that before. Yeah, it's not entirely all my story to share. That's right. Linda Garden Lady, hey babe. But I'll tell you what is going on is bringing me down mentally. It's really stressing me out. And it's not what you think it is. You might be guessing like it has to do with health or something like that. It's not what you think it is. It's just bringing me down and it's making me feel small. And there's just a lot of different types of personalities and things like that that I just have to figure out a way to work with. And it's just life, really. But it's just a point that you don't know everything and you don't know everything about everyone's situations. And people could be in pain. People could be suffering a loss. They can be sick. And that's that. That's all I'm getting at. Why are there so many people in here, by the way? Welcome in. Please hit subscribe. And that's okay. I'll feel better, Linda Garden Lady. I'll be fine. I don't know what's going on with my neck. I don't know why I keep doing this other than, like I said, I have long Zoom calls and I had the long one on Sunday. And then I have Zoom calls during the week with my other job. And I was really hunched over today. And I think that's what caused it. Reese, you have a mountain-sized personality. You will never be small. Well, just Joan, I appreciate you saying that. That's why it's very noticeable for me because I am kind of loud. I share everything. I'm out there, time mark. And I do have a big, loud personality that's not for everybody. Not everybody likes that. And when I feel small, I feel small. And I said a minute ago, I felt trapped because it makes me feel very small to not have a lot of choices or options or have someone else kind of making me feel that way. And it's uncomfortable. And you all know that feeling. It's very uncomfortable. So, yeah, Rachel, I just wanted to say that. First of all, just again, hit subscribe. There's a lot of people in here. Please do that. I have a lot of stuff coming up I want to talk about. It never mattered to me before, but this channel, hey, Copper Top, is important. I want to use my voice for really important topics. I want to use my voice off of YouTube. YouTube is small. There's other things I want to do. And we started it here though, and I want you guys to make sure that you're subscribed. It's important to me and I appreciate it. Liz Drakes, for whatever you need, whenever you need it. Thank you so much. That is really kind of you, and I feel horrible about your ear. Thank you, Liz, and I love you. You are a true friend of mine. I really love you. Thank you. I will be back tomorrow. I'm not going to not do it if unless I'm really worse tomorrow. If it's like really, really bad tomorrow, you won't see me. If I'm in a lot of pain, but otherwise, I'll be back tomorrow, guys. I'm an ex-Scientologist. They work around the clock, and it's just kind of the mentality I have. I'm not proud of it. I'm just saying that's it takes a lot for me to not work. Like I said, every job I ever had, they were like, "You don't ever take time off. You don't ever call in sick." I was like, "No." It's just a weird mentality I have. So, even here, I'm like constantly cleaning, busy, 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 be productive. Hopefully that will fade away a little bit. That's a weird mentality to have, but it is a Scientologist through and through. Like no idolization. You cannot be idle, right? There's things called idle reports. They write idle, being idle, right? Not doing anything. So I'll be back. I love you guys. Hit subscribe. Thank you for your super chats. I mean it. It's very kind. I'm putting all that toward moving as much as I can outside of bills. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Thank you for the memberships. Lisa Kellison, I love you. And I'll be back tomorrow afternoon, earlier than this. This was late. I will be back tomorrow afternoon. And again, just hit subscribe. I love you guys. And I will see you tomorrow. And here comes Fred.